Alright, if you're watching this video, I'm most likely already testing the new AMD Ryzen 3000 series CPUs and Navi graphics cards. As we tend to say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So today I'm looking at two new interesting Tronsmart Bluetooth speakers. One is the Element Force and the other the Element T6 Plus. Both are 40-watt speakers with slightly different sound characteristics and partially different features. In this video, I'm not going to do a standard, normal review of these speakers separately. Instead, I want to find out their strengths and weaknesses and which one, at the end of the day, offers us the better overall package. The Element Force on Amazon.com currently can be had for $60 or £50 in the UK. The T6 Plus is a bit more expensive. I didn't find it on the Amazon US site yet, but in the UK it currently can be had for roughly £59. Why does it cost more? What are the differences? Is it better maybe? Well, that might not necessarily be the case. What I can tell you right away though is that both support the TWS feature, meaning identical models can easily be connected with each other wirelessly for more audio output power. Unfortunately, I have to let you down. No, these two models do not connect with each other. But apparently the T6 Plus should be compatible with the slightly older Element Mega. That I will try out in this video. What's included now? Well, both models come with a modern USB Type-C charging cable, a 3.5mm audio cable, and a manual respectively. The build quality not only makes a good impression on the Force, but on the T6 Plus as well. Of course, with devices like these, aesthetics do play a bit of a role too. I like both designs, albeit there's not exactly much that can be done with speakers. Now, when comparing the specs of the two real quick, we should notice we are dealing with new Bluetooth technology. In fact, we are talking of Bluetooth 5.0. Extra features that could explain the T6 Plus's higher pricing could be the support for a USB flash drive, of which you can play back music. Furthermore, the T6 Plus is very generous power-wise, since it can act as a power bank for your phone, for instance. Then there are slight differences in the weather sealing, so to speak. The Force is IPX7, the T6 Plus IPX6 rated. Both are impressive. What I really like on the Force is that you could easily attach a carabiner to it, something that we don't see on the T6 Plus. Both models, however, come with the new type of connectivity that is USB Type-C for charging. Hats off for that. The controlling is done by pressing those buttons, but a special feature both models come with is the Equalizer button. We get 3 of those so-called tri-bass effects to choose from, so basically 3 different equalizer settings, one of which is very bassy. So with this type of adjustment options, a wider audience with different tastes is targeted. The volume, by the way, on the T6 Plus can also be controlled directly on the speaker with the dial, separately from the phone. I love that. Also, together with Google's Android Assistant or Apple's Siri, a voice assistant is supported here in order to, skip stop songs and so on. Furthermore, the T6 Plus can be considered water resistant, so rain should be of no concern. The Force speaker, on the other hand, can pretty much be considered as waterproof, at least for up to 30 minutes underwater. It also is drop resistant, so it can take quite a beating. But now let's talk about the most important aspect, sound. I thought even though it's kinda silly, I'd record the speakers for you with my quality digital audio recorder. While it is completely impossible to recreate the sound you hear in real life, it at least can give some of you a bit of an idea on what to expect sound-wise. The best quality with both speakers is achieved with the volume being set to about 50 to 75%, so we don't run into any distortions or the likes. So go ahead, take a listen. my opinion, both speakers sound their best at their standard equalizer setting, which however is depending on what type of music you're listening to or what your personal preferences are. In terms of sound quality, I gotta say, to me the Element Force sounds better. While with some musical pieces the sound may appear a bit thinner, all in all the audio output is very clear given the speaker size. The T6 Plus on the other hand sounds a bit muffled with everything else being slightly buried under some sort of bass layer. Although I gotta say the T6 Plus offers more of a surround feeling, if you will. The sound doesn't seem to change as much when changing the angle you're listening from compared to the Element Force. If you decide to max out the speakers, both reach their limits and there is some distortion noticeable, especially on the T6 Plus since it appears to be slightly louder than the Force model. But as an overall package, both bring lots of performance to the table given their size. According to Tronsmart, we should be expecting up to 15 hours of playback time on both. We are talking of more normal volume levels, however. So for bass lovers out there, I'd probably recommend going with the T6 Plus. The perfect all-rounder package, however, if you're asking me, is offered by the Element Force. Besides, the Force does seem to be quite a bit more durable, but neat extra features such as playback from USB flash drives or the power bank function make the T6 Plus pretty attractive too. One thing I still want to talk about, that is TWS. While both models support that feature, pairing two different speakers with each other is not really an option, but an older favorite of mine, the Element Mega by Tronsmart, does in fact connect to the T6 Plus. Together they deliver a pretty impressive sound at a high volume. At the end of the day, I can say, with neither of the two speakers you can go wrong. For the price, they offer great performance, even though my personal favorite happens to be the Force model. Nevertheless, both get the well-deserved Gold Award. And with that said, thanks a lot for watching.